class of 2015. How are you doing? All right. Real quick, we have a short time to cover a lot of things. All of you should have a brochure in your hand. This brochure is also going to be posted on our Frisco High School website at the Frisco High School or the FHS Senior Information. If you look at the very front of your brochure, there at the bottom, all kinds of information are on these links. The FHS Senior Information, you will find the brochure for your parents because they're going to want this information, and you may not get home with it, with this brochure. Then please tell them that they can go there and find the exact thing. Also, the directions to the Dr. Pepper Arena, which is where you're going to graduate. Any Jostens information that you need, whether it's announcements, cap and gown, you can go to that website. And then our counselor is going to talk to you about your community service hours in just a minute. We have several people that are going to touch some of the topics, but I'm going to go ahead and cover some of the things that I need to cover. If you open it up, the brochure to the first page where it says counselor checklist down at the bottom part where it says events sponsored by Senior Parent Committee. Those are some of the events that the parents have put together for you. These are not Frisco High School sponsored activities, but we went ahead just out of courtesy and helping you and helping our parents make sure you get this information. They sent it to us so that you can have it here at hand. Now, if you go look over to open brochure on the right hand side where it says EOC noon late arrival. We will be EOC testing on May the 5th. You will have late arrival and you are welcome to get here at noon. Classes begin at 12:15. So the holding tank for you will be the cafeteria. So classes begin at 12:15. You're welcome to be here at noon. All right, let's see. We have several people that need to cover some items. Those are the main things that I wanted to cover. Once spring break, when you come back from spring break, things are going to be rolling pretty fast. So we thought we would cover it with you now because you've got prom, you've got we've got all kinds of testing that's taking place, AP testing, graduation information. Ms. Wyatt's going to be calling those of you that are going to be speaking at graduation, our Val, our Sal, our opening remarks person, our closing remarks. Mrs. Wyatt will be calling you in and just giving you the specifics on that. So now I'm going to turn this over to our counselor, Sarah Robinson, and she's going to go over the counselor checklist.
All right, if you'll go ahead and open up your brochure on the left-hand side, I'm going to go over a few things with you. Those of you who are wanting to finish up your community service hours for graduation, those are due Wednesday, April 1st, and the hours are recorded by using the X2 Vol. If you need help on getting onto that website, please let one of us know. We'll be able to help you. But I would go ahead and start logging those hours on now because it does take quite a bit of time to do that. The last official rank GPA for seniors will be run at the end of the 5th 6 weeks. Final transcript requests are very important for colleges and for the military. You're going to sign up for a final transcript with the senior survey that we will be doing towards the end of the year. You're going to put down what colleges you want or college you want your final transcript to be sent, and Ms. West, our registrar, will do that for you. If you're unsure about what you want to do after you graduate, please come and visit with your counselor. We'll be able to give you some ideas on what to do after you graduate. Those of you who are completing a class via correspondence, maybe through Texas Tech or UT, I know in my Alpha I have a few. Don't procrastinate, get it done. Your class and your exam should be taken by May 15th. That way we have time to put that on your transcript. And then if you don't pass that class, we have a little bit of time to come up with a plan B. Collin College is going to be hosting a transition seminar of how to transition from high school to college. That will be given on April 23rd from 6:30 to 8 at Collin College. It is free, but you do have to register and sign up to actually go to the seminar. So if you need help with that, come see one of us. And Ms. Stephenson will be coming up to give you some more information.
All right, another event quickly approaching, guys, is prom. Okay, if you have been paying attention to your emails, checking the website, also the posters that have been posted on the wall, prom is quickly approaching. So if you hadn't started purchasing your tux and or dress, now is the time. As you guys can see on the posters, the theme is the black and white ball. Thank you guys for your input. The senior parent board did a great job of assisting us in getting surveys from you guys when you guys had your nightly fun events. But we got your input and we were able to come up with the theme. The date and time, it's going to be April 11th from 8 to 11 p.m. And again, it will be at the Embassy Suites, which is attached to the Frisco Convention Center. Remember cost. Cost is $100 per FHS student. So basically that's your class fees. Each year there's a $25 class fee. So if you paid your $25 class fees each year and you also paid them this year, your senior year, you should be paid up and you can just go on My Payments Plus and purchase your prom ticket without a problem. If you're going to be bringing a guest, your guest cost is $75. So when you go on My Payments Plus, there's also an option for a guest. Okay, those are the way it's listed. It'll be listed as miscellaneous fees. It'll show a little plus box after you select yourself. So you'll click that plus box and then you can select a guest if you're going to be bringing a guest, and that's going to be $75 for a guest. Remember, if you are bringing a guest, once you select that option on My Payments Plus, they'll have a guest form in which they have to fill out. So do remember, if you are bringing a guest that's not an FHS student, they have to fill out that guest form in order to be admitted to prom. So make sure you take care of those things. If you have any questions regarding if you have any remaining fees or if you've paid all your fees up, you can see Miss Donna Marshall, who's in the front office. She's right behind Miss Casey's desk. You can see her to check on your fees and see if you still owe fees. You can also log into My Payments Plus and it tells you as well. Regarding dress code, we have it every year, so if you've already been, you kind of know what the requirements are, but you can find all that information on the website. It's already been put up and you can check there. Biggest thing on dress code, we want you guys to look great and look classy, but we don't want any surprises or we don't want to see too much. So if you have a question about that, check the website or you can come and see me. I'd be happy to help you guys with that. Prom tickets, they go on sale March the 16th. Okay, that is when we return from spring break. That's when your tickets go on sale. So you can go on My Payments Plus at that time. Ticket sales will end on April the 8th. So that'll be right before we'll have our prom event. And that's going to be April 8th at 4:30 p.m. So make sure, if you plan on attending prom, please make sure you purchase your tickets at that time. Tickets, you'll be able to pick up your tickets beginning April 7th until April 10th. So right up until the day we'll have prom, the day prior, you'll be able to pick up your tickets April 7th through the 10th. You can pick those up at Ms. Brashear's desk. Most of you guys should know where that is located. She's located right outside of mine and Mr. Betcher's office. You can pick those up anytime before school, during lunch, or after school until 4:30. So again, beginning April 7th through 10th, you can pick up your prom tickets if you've purchased them from Ms. Brashear's desk. Really important on refunds. If you know you're not going to be attending prom and you like to request a refund, that has to be 21 school calendar days before the event. That is this Friday. Okay, so if you've already made that decision that you don't plan to attend, you have to get that information in. And one of the last paragraphs in the prom section tells you specifically how to request a refund and where you do that. Okay, but we can always help you if you have any more questions. So again, if you have made the decision that you're not going to attend, you have to have that written request submitted by this Friday, which is March the 6th. And then lastly, once you have thought about or made your decision, there's no ticket purchases at the door. So please make sure you make that decision and make your purchases prior to then. That does include your guest. The only other reminder, I did forget one, is it also says students must have a valid student photo ID to pick up your tickets. So you need to make sure if you do not have your student ID or you have lost it or misplaced it, then you need to make sure you get a new one, okay? You can get a new student ID from Miss Ramsey, okay? Many of you may not know who Miss Ramsey is, but she is located in the same hallway as the counselors. She's our new data clerk. Her name is Carrie Ramsey. So if you need a new student ID, you can get it from Miss Ramsey, and they're $7 a piece, okay? And if you have any further questions, you can always see me, but you can also find all of this information on the FHS website. Now, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Wirwahn, and he's going to talk to you guys a little bit about Senior Day.
A little bit of history about Senior Day. It's unique to Frisco High School. The rest of these middle schools in town don't do this. And so it's unique to our school alone. We used to do this when we had, my first year here, we had 35 seniors, and we went ahead and had a little celebration the day of Senior Day, and it's kind of a free day for the seniors. We'll ask you to go ahead and dress, as Miss Stephenson said, classy. That doesn't mean like you're going out to the club or whatever that is. You need to come dressed nice and not, I think you know where I'm going there. The Senior Day practice will be on the 27th. Now let me tell you a little bit about this. What you'll do, you'll come down here into the auditorium, and we'll have teachers stationed in different areas, and they'll have either kindergarten, first grade, second grade, so forth, all the way up to 12. And you need to find who your person is. What year you came into Frisco, that's who you're looking for. So if you're a lifer, you're here at kindergarten on, you'll go with the K's. If you just came this year, then you would look for the 12th grade and go ahead and they'll check roll. Make sure your name is, your pronunciation is correct. Make sure everything is ready. The rehearsal won't last very long, and it's not like it's proper and we're going to walk you through here. We're going to talk a little bit about the ceremony. But on Senior Day, which is May 29th, we'll meet over at the Stonebriar Church. You'll be dressed, ready to go. The way we do this is we bring you down, and from the first group to be introduced will be the kindergarten group, and then we'll go all the way up to 12th grade. We have kids that speak, and when I say speak, you're reading names. It's not like you have to come up with your own speech. We do the names for you. It's all done in a script right in front of you. So when we have the rehearsal, if you would like to speak, then you need to come and see me after the rehearsal is over. If you have friends of yours that you'd like to speak with, bring them, make sure that I have your names together so that it's easy enough to go ahead and put y'all in the same group. You'll need to be there at 9 o'clock. Guys, it's 20 minutes. Really? You can't be quiet for 20 minutes? You'll need to be there at 9 o'clock. If you are someone who is speaking, you want to be there a little bit early. Also, if you wish to perform, if you want to sing, or if you have we had kids play guitar, we've had kids do all kinds of things. We welcome you to do that, and we'll put you in different positions during the program to go ahead and sing or whatever it is you want to do. I mean, we've had everything from kids dance to rap to you name it, we've had them do it. So what happens is we'll be listening to the announcements, and you'll hear a time that you come and go ahead and perform for us, and then we'll go ahead and make sure that it's school appropriate. I want to make sure that you understand that this is really kind of a neat deal. You have people who actually teach in this building that went through Senior Day. One of your counselors went through Senior Day. I mean, it's really a neat time for us to go ahead and honor y'all. And We used to have to hear a lot of nagging and whining about, well, the other schools go to Six Flags. You're going to get to go to Six Flags after, and I can promise you, we've never had anybody go through this ceremony that didn't say, hey, that was kind of cool, and you know, it's 2 hours of my life, and it wasn't a bad deal. Got to dress up and take pictures. Your parents get to see you kind of look nice. So we've never had anybody just sit there and say, oh, this is an awful experience. So we want all of you to come. Obviously, we can't force that, but we want all of you to come. You will be off that Friday, all day. So we want you to go ahead and participate in this, and then participate later on with your classmates and go to Six Flags. Remember, it's the same kind of dress we have for prom, only you don't have to wear the long dresses, girls, and boys, you don't have to wear a tux. You're not going to wear tennis shoes, so if any of you guys have got that in your mind, or girls, that you're going to wear a dress and tennis shoes, you're not going to do it. We will make you change there at the venue, or you'll just go home. This is about your senior class. It's not about one individual, so we want your parents to really enjoy this and for you to have a good time. If you have any questions about this, you can come by my class or Mr. Bledsoe's, and you can ask. Okay? Who's next?
Do you realize you're 12 and a half weeks from graduation? 12 and a half weeks. How many of you remember walking through these doors 4 years ago thinking this day would never happen? We are here. So, got several important pieces of information about graduation, some of which I just got handed, so you're not going to have this information, so let me go through that first. Just so you know, when you go to college, if you're going in the state of Texas, some of the outside of Texas, you are required to have your meningitis vaccine, get another meningitis vaccine. And so you will have to do that before entering your freshman year in college. So some of you may want to go ahead and make arrangements to go ahead and do that. Okay, let's look at the back pages. This is going to be your graduation information. And we will go through some of this at graduation practice, but it's good to have this now so that you can start thinking about it. Let's look at the dress. This is a very special time for you. I want to caution ladies that want to wear these high heels, the stiletto type heels. This is my 23rd year in education. This is my 15th year as a principal. It never fails. We have a girl trip almost every year at graduation because they want to look cute, but they've got these 6-inch heels and you trip and fall. As you're purchasing shoes, please be reasonable. Yes, you're going to look cute. You're going to look cute, but you're going to look more cute if you're standing straight up as Ms. Palacios hands you your diploma versus you falling down, because we will be recording it, okay? You don't want to be on, everybody's going to get a copy of that. You don't want to be the one that fell. So let's look at your dress real quick. Guys, you will wear a dressy shirt that has a collar on it with a tie, dress shoes, dress slacks, and dark socks. And the reason we say that, because when you're sitting or you're walking, we don't want to see white socks, okay? Women, dressy slacks or a dress. A dress is preferred, no jeans or shorts, dress shoes, and again, please do not go buy those big high heel shoes. Your feet will be hurting and you're gonna, the tripping and falling is not good. You will arrive at Frisco High School dressed, but you will carry your cap, tassel, and your gown because it will wrinkle. So you want to make sure. And if you haven't seen our graduation gowns are unique. They're very pretty. They're not your traditional gowns. Mrs. Palacios picked out a beautiful gown last year that's the royal blue with the gold cuffs, so it's very pretty. Leave all of your personal items in your car or at home. Guys, I know y'all are attached to your cell phones. Some of you are even on it right now, even though you're not supposed to be. But you will not have a place for those at the graduation. So we will be giving you your diploma cover. You can't shake Mrs. Palacios' hand, take your diploma cover, and have your cell phone. It won't work. So please make sure that you leave those at home. Very, very important. Participation in the ceremony will be denied if you do not meet the dress requirements. So you cannot walk across the stage if you do not come dressed as instructed on here. Okay? If you have a question or a problem with the dress code, then you need to come see me. All right, let's talk graduation cap and gown. We have, I think it was a couple weeks ago, we had about 300 of you who had not purchased your cap and gown yet. That's half of y'all, or more than half. As of this morning, Jostens told me we're down to about 130 of you who have not purchased your cap and gown. Not good, okay? Because of that, and because Jostens wants to work with us, Jostens is going to be open during spring break. It's a perfect time to go by there. We have cards. You can come by my office. We'll give you that information if you don't have it. But they will be open during spring break. If you go order it, you can go online and order it during spring break. It will be here for the March 24th delivery if you do it the first half of spring break. Or if you go to Jostens during spring break, they will give it to you right then and there. And you can try it on to make sure it fits. So that might be the best. All right, graduation practice. Very, very important. June 4th. That is a Thursday from 4:30 to 6:30. If you do not show up for graduation practice, you do not walk the graduation stage on June 5th. Practice is mandatory. At graduations, we'll go through a run-through so you know exactly what graduation is going to look like. Senior packets will be distributed after practice, which includes your graduation tickets. Dr. Pepper Arena, you have to have a ticket to get in. Very, very important. Any senior on the hold list will not be allowed to participate in graduation practice. If you're on the hold list and can't participate in practice, you can't walk across the stage the next day. So if you have fines, fees, textbooks, anything that gets you on the hold list, you need to make sure that you get off of that before June 4th. Graduation. We are graduating Friday night. Friday night. Okay? So, on that Friday, June 5th, we actually have school that morning. So, everybody will be in school that morning. Everybody will be in school that morning. I know nothing about senior skip days, so I'm just telling you. June 5th is a regular school day for Frisco ISD, okay? Okay, let's finish. All seniors that are here on June 5th will be released at noon to go get your hair done, your nails done, whatever, go take a shower, whatever you need to do, okay? Now, okay, guys, make sure you listen. All seniors will be shuttled by bus from Frisco High School to the Dr. Pepper Arena. You cannot just drive over there. You have to ride with us. If you don't meet us here before, we're going to cross you off of walking across stage. So you make sure that you're here. You must be here by 5:30 on that Friday. We will leave and go over to the Dr. Pepper Arena. Okay? Again, leave everything that you don't need. It would be better, and I know it's not a cool thing to have happen, but it would be best if your parents dropped you off here at 5:30, because we won't have a place to hold your keys or your purse or any of that stuff, and we will not be coming back to the school, or you will not be coming back to the school. We will, but y'all won't. Okay, so please make sure that you are there on time. If you do need a ride back, we will have buses shuttling back. As Mrs. Palacios said, I will be meeting with the Val and the Sal and anybody speaking at graduation, just to kind of make sure that y'all are aware of what's going on. Most of you probably know if you're in the top 10, or actually I guess in the top 5, you've been in the top 5, you might be kind of thinking if you pass 1 or 2 what your speech might be about. You know, if you're class president, you'll probably be speaking. So those kind of people be thinking in your mind because we don't want to put it together at the last minute. Anybody have questions about graduation or practice? Okay, Ms. Stephenson is going to come up with something else.
Hey, real quick, guys, so I can get you guys released to class. 2 reminders we forgot. One, you guys were sent at 11 a.m. this morning a questionnaire to all seniors. It was regarding the prom. If you guys could please access your Google emails, go to your account, and answer the questions to that survey for me today. That'll give us particular specific information we want or responses for prom. So we can make sure that, you guys have a great prom and we specifically cater to your needs and your specific requests. So if you could, we're going to give you to the end of today. That means midnight tonight or 11:59 p.m. So you have all day. Please access your accounts and answer that questionnaire for us. The last reminder, remember, Ms. Palacios talked to you guys about the EOC testing on May the 5th. You guys have late arrival. Remember, you're required to be in class by 12:15. Just a reminder, no food is going to be served, so please make sure you have eaten before you come to school. So make sure you eat and then come to school and be on time to class at 12:15. Okay? EOC testing day, May the 5th. Thank you guys for your attention, and you are released to class.